In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bet slate for Monday, July 7th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our MLB bet slate for Monday, July 7th. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetChefD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10.2 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so you can grow to a much broader audience. All right, now for our previous video that we had on the 4th, we continue to stay hot. We went 4-1 in that video. So guys, continue to pump out this content as much as possible. Hope you guys enjoyed your July 4th weekend. Took a little bit of a break on the videos. It was time for family and fun, and definitely a reset button as well. But I left you guys with great plays on July 4th. And now, if you didn't sign up for the Patreon, we had a very strong Sunday as well. We had I gave out a 6-leg, as you can see right here. Baltimore Orioles plus 1.5, Red Sox money line, Angels plus 1.5, Phillies, Yankees, Tigers. Had the boost on that, 10 for 162. That cash, as you can see, everyone liking and hearting and throwing fire emojis on there. But we got a great community in the Patreon group chat, as you can see, posting plays, posting winning plays. It is all about the community. You guys should sign up. Click that link provided down below. You're getting full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. First game up here in Fenway Park, we have the Boston Red Sox 46-45 going against the Colorado Rockies 21-69. Pitching matchup here, Austin Gumber 0-1 with a 5.49 ERA going against Richard Fitz here 0-3 with a 4.50 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, we have the Red Sox as -235 home favorites here, with the comeback of the Rockies at a plus 190. Total runs at 9.5. Public bet percentage here, 91% of the bets, 96% of the money all over Boston. For the total runs, 81% of the bets and money towards the over 9.5 in the total. All right, starting things off with Austin Gumber. Despite his ERA, what it is right now at that 5, it's literally from one bad start when he faced the Arizona Diamondbacks, because he doesn't have that many starts this season. He only had 4 games on 19 innings so far, and he gave up 9 earned runs against Arizona. Other than that, against Houston, against Dodgers, against Atlanta, he has pitched pretty good, going 5 innings at least, only giving up 2 earned runs against Houston, 1 against the Dodgers, and 0 against Atlanta. He's not a strikeout guy. He's a ground ball guy. He's getting outs, and he's pitching solidly here. Arizona was able to figure him out, but he definitely keeps this team here in the Rockies afloat here and an opportunity to get a win. All right, now Richard Fitz here has had some issues in Fenway Park. His home road splits are egregious. He has an 8.10 ERA at home in Fenway. Looking at the advanced numbers, he's giving up way too much power to righties here. A 6.23 home run per 9, 21% walk rate to lefties. These are horrible numbers here. A 400 batting average to righties, a 2.54 whip. This is definitely a spot with the xFIP at 6 against lefties and a 5.47 against righties. The Rockies are definitely in a very good spot here. Everyone's just assuming that the Red Sox are going to smash the Rockies here. I love the Rockies with value in this game here, plus 1.5. I think they got the better pitching matchup as well. I'd rather back Gumber than Richard Fitz and what I've seen out of him. So main play here, Rockies plus 1.5. Secondary play, over 9.5 is the secondary play. All right, if you don't trust the Rockies, you can go with the over, but I definitely think they have a spot here with value at that even number with the point. in Comerica Park here, we have the Detroit Tigers going up against the Tampa Bay Rays. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, we have the Rays. Rays are road favorites? Hold the phone. What? Nah. They are? That's crazy. All right, Rays are home favorites here. Minus 145. What? Minus 145 with a comeback of the Detroit Tigers at a plus 120. I was not expecting this. Total set at 9.5. Why is this total? Wow. All right, total set at 9.5. Pitching matchup here: Shane Baz, 8-3 with a 4.33 ERA. Jack Flaherty, 5-9 with a 4.84 ERA. Both of these guys have a 1.2 WHIP. And we're gonna dig in these numbers, so because it's not making sense to me when I'm looking at this line. We're going to start off with Shane Baz. Baz has been phenomenal on the road and not at home. And in this game, he's on the road. So 2.91 ERA. We've got a decent strikeout number, 37 strikeouts to 43 innings. You want a little bit better than that. But on the road, he is giving up power. Okay, 1.35 to righties, 1.80 home run per 9 to lefties. The walk rate is a little bit high at 8% to both hands. But he's keeping the average low and whip low. So we got to watch out for walks and we got to watch out for home runs. That's the way that Shane Baz gets out of control and gets an early hook. All right. Jack Flaherty, he has home road splits as well. So these two pitchers have the home road splits, but these are the positive splits in this particular game that's meeting up because Jack Flaherty pitches much, much better at home. The strikeout numbers go way up at home. So Jack Flaherty strikeout props are definitely on the table here. 49 innings, 66 strikeouts. That's what you want to see here. So definitely they're in a good spot. Tigers in a good spot. Flaherty's in a good spot. We do got to watch out for his home run power. He's giving up to lefties at 2.78. All right, 2.78 home run per 9 is concerning. 1 home run per 9 versus righties, that's fine. 40% strikeout rate versus righties, that is insane. That's what you want. But he is also walking lefties at 17%. So Flaherty here, he's going to see some lefties in this lineup. So we do got to watch out for that. But other than that, the righties, he is dominating clearly. Low average to both, low whip to 1.59 is the whip is high because of that 16% walk rate. All right. But xFIP is strong against righties. We do see progression in his xFIP versus lefties, so that's a positive sign there. This game here, I think the total is too high, and I think they got the wrong team favored. So in this particular game, I would go with the under 9.5 in this one. I'm going to say that will be my main play, the under 9.5. The secondary play will be the Tigers on the money line. I am really, really shocked to see that they're underdogs in this one. I hope it's not a trap. That's why I'm going with the total. But I definitely think this is going to be a pitching duel between these two teams here. So under 9.5 main play. In Great American Small Park here, we have the Cincinnati Reds, 46-44, going up against the Miami Marlins here, 40-48. Pitching matchup here: Jansen Junk, 2-1 with a 3.62 ERA, going up against Brady Singer, 7-6 with a 4.36 ERA. Looking at the odds for this one, we have the Reds as slight home favorites, minus 140, with the comeback of the Marlins at a plus 115. Total runs set at 9. Public bet percentage here: 79% of the bets, 80% of the money towards the Cincinnati Reds. For the total runs, this one's split down the middle here. 52% of the bets coming in on the over, but 56% of the money coming in on the under for the total. So sharps and public are split. Looking at the pitching matchup in this one, first game of this series here, we got Brady Singer at home with a 4.04 ERA, 41 strikeouts in 42 innings. That's solid. 196 batting average at home as well, so that's strong. So where is he giving up his where is he getting this 4 ERA? ERA. It's walks. He's walking people and giving up home runs. All right. So 1.15 home run per nine versus righties and 1.69 against lefties. But the walk rate is really what causes issues. 15% versus righties and 12% against lefties. So he can't give these opportunities here to the Miami Marlins. Miami Marlins is a team that hits home runs or they strike out. All right, that's they're hot or cold like that. Looking at his numbers, there's supposed to be regression versus lefties, and it's supposed to be progression versus righties. So I would say he's a bend don't break. The average is solid. If he can just get over this walks issue, he can be fine. All right, and this ERA should get even better at home. For Brady Singer, all right? For the Miami Marlins, this becomes difficult because this is a bullpen game, all right? And then Miami Marlins bullpen is the bottom half of the league here with a 4.21 ERA. So they do not have a very good bullpen. So this is going to be a spot that we definitely are we going to go with the over. This one's tricky with the total. Ultimately, I think the Reds get this win at the minus 140 at that nice number. I think I'm fine with that call between these two teams. If I'm going with the total for this game with the bullpen, Brady Singer can give up a couple runs here. I would lean towards the over 9 in this game. So main play, we're going to go Reds on the money line. Secondary play will be the team total. Well, for the total runs will be over 9 as a secondary play. But I do think the Reds get this win, take advantage of the bullpen of the Miami Marlins. In American Family Field here, we have the Milwaukee Brewers 50-40 going up against the LA Dodgers 56-35. Pitching matchup here, Yoshinobu Yamamoto here 8-6 with a 2.51 ERA going up against Freddie Peralta, the ace. Both aces here, aces for the Dodgers, ace for the Milwaukee Brewers, 9-4 with a 2.91 ERA. We got a pitching duel between these two heavyweights in the NL. Dodgers are road favorites, minus 140 with the comeback of the Brewers at a plus 115. Total runs set at 7.5. Public bet percentage here, 82% of the bets, 85% of the money all over the Dodgers for the total runs, 87% of the bets, 88% of the money towards the over 7.5. Looking at this pitching matchup here with Yamamoto, he has been elite at home and on the road. If we're going to go to the splits, let's see, I'll pull that up. Let me go over to Freddie first. Let me go over to Freddie first. So for Freddie, he has been elite at home, 1.76 ERA at home, 48 strikeouts, 46 innings, across the board, good numbers against righties and lefties for Freddie Peralta. So like I said, these are two aces on the mound. I have full confidence in both of these guys. As you can see on the road, Yamamoto has been even better, 1.57 ERA on the road. Strong advanced numbers here, low home run per 9, strikeout numbers 28% and higher. Walk rate, maybe you can concern against righties here at 9%. So who's going to make the mistake is really the key answer. And I think this is coming up to the All-Star break. And we just saw the Dodgers get swept by the Houston Astros, and now they're coming into a series with a tough Milwaukee team with their ace on the mound. And this is not a guarantee for the Dodgers. I feel like bettor's going to keep coming back to the Dodgers. Hey, they got to win. They got to win. Maybe they just falter in this little stretch run before we get to the All-Star game here. So I think there's value in the Milwaukee Brewers in this one. I would 100% take the plus 1.5 with the Brewers as this play here, and I like the under in the total as well. So main play plus 1.5 Brewers, secondary play under 7.5 on the total. Last but not least, here in Kauffman Stadium, we have the Kansas City Royals 43-48 going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates 38-53. Looking at the pitching matchup here, we have Andrew Heaney 4-7 with a 4.16 ERA going up against Noah Cameron 2-4 with a 2.56 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, Royals are home favorites minus 155 with the comeback of the Pirates at a plus 130. Total runs at 8.5. Public bet percentage here, 79% of the bets, 77% of the money towards the Royals. For the total runs, 56% of the bets, 57% of the money, slightly towards the over 8.5 in the total. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Andrew Heaney has been phenomenal for the Pirates at home. All right, you see that 2.53 ERA at home, phenomenal, but it's a different story on the road. It skyrockets, it doubles pretty much at a 5.79 ERA on the road, 250 batting average as well. If we're looking at the advanced numbers, he's giving up way too much power here to righties and lefties, a 1.78 and a 1.59. If we're looking at that home run per nine. Looking at the average here, he has given up a 300 average to lefties here when that does arise, when it's a lefty versus lefty matchup. 1.59 whip. Looking at the average versus righties, a 231 and a 1.16 whip. So we got to watch out for power, and we got to watch out for a little bit of a walk rate here to both righties and lefties. All right. Noah Cameron has been outstanding on the road, but a little bit of a different story here at home. Even though he has been one of their better pitchers, pitching phenomenally, he does have a 4 ERA at home, and that is because of the power he's given up to lefties. All right. 3.12 home run per nine against lefties. That seems to be his Achilles heel. Other than that, he is dominating right-handed batters here, and there's also progression for his numbers versus lefties. All right, we see a drastic turnaround looking at his xFIP versus lefties. It decreases it decreases in half at 3.81. So I do see a turnaround in Noah Cameron. He has some very good stuff. He's been elite on the road. I'm expecting him to bring that here against this poor offense in the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I think the Royals offense can take advantage of Heaney, who struggles on the road. So ultimately, my play here in this one will be the Royals on the money line. Secondary play will be the Royals team total over, taking full advantage of Andrew Heaney. All right, so that's going to be our breakdown for July 7th on Monday. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We can definitely debate about that down below. Guys, if you want to sign up for that Patreon, get locked and loaded up in the futures and get locked and loaded in the community, you click on that link provided down below. You're getting full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to the group chat that goes off 24/7. This is your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.